Well, it is Tuesday, which means it's time for our Your Money segment. Joining us now, Colin Evans, RFC with Evans Financial. And Colin, thanks for hanging out with us as always in our weekly segments here. And today we're making sure you financially plan correctly for retirement. I'm sure there's plenty of mistakes that you've seen people make when it comes to retirement.
Just over the years, we kind of dubbed this segment the retirement pitfalls, and one of the biggest one that we consistently see is procrastination.
Oh, no.
However, I figured we should just talk about it next week, though, right?
That would be great for me. That's something I would do.
That's okay when it comes to cutting your grass or vacuuming or something like that. But when it comes down to it, what happens is we kind of get this out of sight, out of mind. And we start putting things off, and the next thing you know, it's a year. We're a year later, right. And a year later, and we look at that and go, and at the time frame, you actually start losing the magic of kind of compound interest and the time value of money, when time is the greatest asset because it's on your side, and that is helping you in growing in assets for your future and your retirement. The second one that is also gigantic is not having a true written plan. And why this is key is Forbes did a study recently, and we're very, very big on having stuff written down, and it goes all the way down to even like writing down your own goals,
right.
And things you want to do. But the Forbes study that was highly interesting is because it's written down and you have the opportunity to look at it frequently, you have a 42% greater chance of achieving it.
Wow. Just
because it is written down and something you can reference, as opposed to one of my goals, that I'm thinking about is going to be to go to Disney. That Patrick can help us out with
easily.
Is that put it down on something on paper, you have a much greater chance of getting to Disney than, I'm just going to go to Disney. Well, when? How about we put a date in there and we set a strategy and helping you get there? This is something that can really push that retirement process, and it also makes way for a clear path.
Or maybe you can go for the iPhone Notes app.
Absolutely. Something that you get the opportunity to write that down. Another big common one that we see quite often is listening to the wrong people.
Right.
This is where we go from friends and family or coworkers.
Social media.
Yeah, and social media is a great one. It's funny because social media being a good one, because everybody on the social media becomes an expert.
Exactly.
I refer back to when they had the zoo issue when the gorilla Harambe, they had to put him down to save the 6-year-old boy. Yeah. All of a sudden, everybody out, in the planet became, a zoologist. It was like we all know how to take care of gorillas and not the problem at hand. But they're listening to the wrong people. And where are you getting your advice? And the reason for that is, okay, that's great. If you want, your friends might be looking out for your best interest, and I would hope that your friends are. However, your friends might not know in detail what is going on with you financially without doing a complete physical. It's the same reason we go to the doctor. It's like, I want to get checked out to make sure that everything's working. We need to do the exact same thing when it comes to a retirement time, and instead of listening to blanket advice, it's kind of similar to, we say the same similarities with TV financial advice gurus. Here we are on TV. But what we're talking about is, when we listen to like a Dave Ramsey or a Susie Orman, but they give blanket advice, and it's okay advice, but it might not always be in the best interest down to your personal financial situation. So it's a key time that it's actually a really good time to visit with an advisor that you can talk to and have somebody that can really review those goals, help you keep you from the procrastination, go through that written plan. And then it's looking at where are you in life? Are you with an accumulation advisor, or are you with somebody that's specifically for retirement? So an accumulation advisor is somebody that's helping you get there, and helping your assets grow, typically through investments. But when it comes down to the retirement times, it's something you really want to look at is, are you dealing with somebody specifically in the retirement arena, as somebody that specifically handles that, because they're going to have a much, much greater insight to help you with the planning and looking out for the future things of what could occur. Are taxes going to change? Are we going to have to fight another inflation battle coming up? Are we prepared for that? That's some of the things that they help really put on the horizon and keep it on their back burner when it comes down to looking at actual retirement time. So those are some of the 4 things that we really tell people that we want them to kind of hone in on and look at and pay attention to, because these are really some important things we've seen over the years that can put and really damage you down the road as you get ready for that retirement time frame.
All right, 10 seconds. If someone does want to get a hold of the money expert on TV, what do they do?
Absolutely. You can shoot us an email at info@evansfinancial.com or check us out on the web at evansfinancial.com.
Always a pleasure, Colin.
Thanks for having us.
Let's go to Patrick.